Hey Marissa, this is Amber from Local Leads Co. That's the name of my business. I know that I reached out to the group on Facebook, so I wanted to just shoot you this really quick screencast. And really, what I'm going to be doing is going over 3 ways in which you can grow and scale your business online, and as a result, you generate more traffic online and get more clients in the door. Now, these are actually things you can do on your own, so this is really just helpful information for you. You can take it as a grain of salt, or you can apply it and see changes for yourself. So I will go ahead and jump right on in. I have your website pulled up here. Overall, it's a phenomenal site. I love the layout. It's really simple and user-friendly from what I've gathered. I haven't been able to go through it too much, but from what I did, it's a great layout. The first thing I wanted to go over with you that makes a huge impact when it really comes to traffic and getting clients in the door, and really scaling your business and getting you on that front page of Google is content. Content is one of the number one things that Google looks at when it comes to ranking a website. Google generally likes to see around 1,000 to 1,500 words on your front page, and then around 500 to 750 words on your back pages. So that's definitely an area of opportunity for you. And that's super simple. Just get some more content and throw it on your front page. Google just likes to see that you have something to say. So that's one area. I did go ahead and pull up your top 2 competitors just so you can kind of see what their website looks like and what they're doing. So, and bear in mind, I also looked in the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area. I know that you're kind of in between, but I just looked in those larger areas because there's a lot of opportunity for growth there for your business. So the top competitor, it's the Psychology Group. They're out of Fort Lauderdale. This is their website. It's a pretty decent site as well. They really don't have a whole lot of content either. So it's not a huge thing to worry about, but again, it's really going to set you apart when it comes to ranking your website. I'll go into some other areas as well as to how they're ranking without as much content, but this is their website here. It's pretty basic, it's pretty simple. Your second top competitor is ThriveWorks. Looks like this might be a group of counselors. So this is their website. It's a pretty nice website as well. Looks really up to date. They have some features here. Let me see. And they have a pretty good amount of content also. I believe they're out of Fort Lauderdale as well. So just to kind of give you a reference, again, these are 2 competitors that are ranked in the top position in Google. So whenever you Google counseling in Fort Lauderdale, the person who's Googling sees these top 2 websites first. So that's one area I wanted to go over with you. The second thing I wanted to go over with you is kind of the back end of your website. This really this tool called Ahrefs helps you to see the ins and out of your website, where it's ranking, where it's been in the past, where it is now, things of that nature. So don't get too overwhelmed because there's a lot of information here, but the few things we're going to focus on are really right up here. This DR right here tells me how trustworthy your website is. So meaning the links that are referring back to your website, this DR tells me if they're really trustworthy links or if they're spammy links. And I'll get into backlinks as well. And then this UR tells me how powerful your site is. So how much influence your site has when it comes to Google and things like that. So you really want both of these numbers to be relatively close together and high. So you're at a 0.5 when it comes to trust and a 3 when it comes to power. So there's a lot of opportunity there for you to get those numbers up, and I'll tell you how you can do that as well. So the second thing that Google looks at when it comes to ranking your website is what's called backlinks. So what a backlink is, it's pretty much what it says. It's whenever another website is linking back to your website. So they've essentially given you credit on their website. This is another huge thing Google looks at when it comes to ranking overall. You, of course, want to get a lot of credit from other websites because that makes your website credible. So getting a lot of backlinks is important, but it is just as important to get good quality links. You could have 1,000 backlinks and still have really poor UR and DR because those backlinks could be very spammy or not credible at all. So the most important thing is to have good quality links coming back to your site and giving you that credit. And then the other thing, or let me actually show you your top competitor here. So this is the back end of your top competitor site. So they have really good UR and really good DR, which tells me they have a lot of power and influence and a lot of trust. And these numbers are really close together as well, which is also a very good ratio. It looks like they have a little over 2,000 backlinks with 373 actual domains. So they have multiple links for each domain. Let me see here, and then I'll go to your second top competitor as well. Again, they have a lot of trust, but they don't have a whole lot of power. So this is an opportunity for them on their end. So just to give you kind of a reference, you have relatively low in both of those areas, and your top two competitors are high. So this is just an area for you. You could get some more content on your page, get really credible links referring back to your page as well, and this would really help those numbers come up. Another area I wanted to look at with you is what's called a keyword. So what a keyword is it's pretty much a really highly searched word in Google. So I'll click on your competitor here just to give you kind of a reference on what this is or what this looks like. So for instance, these are words that are oftentimes searched in Google. Some of them make sense and some of them don't, is what I'm seeing. Trying to find a good example here. So, for instance, therapist in Fort Lauderdale. That phrase is searched 150 times per month, and it looks like they are, whenever somebody searches that in Google, they're in the second position. So if somebody Googles therapist Fort Lauderdale, they're in the second position, so they're more than likely going to get that client. So that's 150. That's a lot of potential clients for you to get for your website. And it just goes on. There's a ton of keywords. There's a ton of research that goes into keywords, but keywords are so vital when it comes to ranking your website. And this resource that we have really helps us to see how the search volume is for each keyword. I mean, if you can only imagine getting multiple keywords with 150 search volume, we generally see around 30% of that becoming leads. So just to give you kind of a preference, it looks like you have 2 keywords and it looks like it's your name. So it is good that you have a keyword, but it is important to have keywords that aren't specifically tailored to your business, but they're more general, because that way someone who might not know about your business will click on, or type in that specific keyword and go to your page. So just to kind of give you some reference there. The last thing I want to go over with you is what's called citations. So a citation is pretty much when your business name, address, and phone number is blasted all over the internet, mainly in different directories. So Facebook, your local directories for Hollywood, Florida, or Fort Lauderdale, things of that nature. So you, of course, want as many citations as possible because this is also something that Google looks at when it comes to ranking your business. You have a total of 10 citations. Your top competitor has 46, and your second top competitor has 15. So this is definitely an area of opportunity as well. And again, this is something you can do on your own. This is simply just going into different directories and putting your business out there. So that's definitely something you could do also. So that is everything. I'm sorry to make it almost 10 minutes long. I generally like to make these videos around 5 to 7 minutes, but Found a lot of good information for you, and I hope this is beneficial. If you do have any questions for me at all, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to touch base with you. And if not, I hope that you find this information helpful for you in your business. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a good one.